Hey everybody, welcome to our call. I'm going to go ahead and get started with you right away because again, limited time and I have a lot to cover. So what I want to go through today is walking you through how to create your own Facebook cover and how to create and edit your own videos. So I'm kind of getting some feedback from people in the group that one, they're overwhelmed with all this creation and all this sort of extra work. And I want to make it easy on you guys. So instead of having to figure it out all yourself, I'm just going to walk you guys through it really quickly and easily because, one, I don't want you to get hung up if you're waiting on, Fiverr to create a cover photo for you. I don't want that to stop you depending on how long it's going to take. So I want you to be able to put something up, create something, put it up, and get started. So even if it's just temporary, for a couple weeks until you get the cover photo that you want back, totally fine. Or if you want to make your own, now you'll know how to do it. Then I'm going to walk you through iMovie really quick, how I create all of my videos so that you guys can start testing right away. I know 10 is a lot, but trust me, you want to have that high of numbers in place because we're going to be testing a ton of different videos until you find the right one. So that's why we're starting with a lot. So it doesn't take that much time, guys. Once you understand how to shoot these, how to edit them, and how to put them together, you can literally do it in like 10 minutes. So not that hard. And if you're working out every single day, that's at least 7 right there. Then it's super easy to go through, pull some of those, 10-minute ad fix videos that we have, or the extra like booty ones. There's some awesome ones in Hammer and Chisel. Pull those, shoot those. There's no reason why you can't easily make 10 in a week. So I'm going to walk you through how to do this today so you can do it yourself. So let's go ahead and share my screen with you guys. And first we are going to create your cover photo. So we're going to come into PicMonkey. This is the photo editing that I like to use the best. I also use Canva, but I just prefer PicMonkey myself. Either one works, but I'm going to show you PicMonkey today. So first, I'm going to show you how to create a cutout of a photo. So say you have a photo of yourself that you really like, and you want to be able to put it on top of something else. I'm going to show you how to do that. So first, you're going to just go into Design, and you just want a blank canvas to start with. Don't you love the little unicorn and monkey? So fun. And for this one, the size doesn't matter because we're just going to create what's called a PNG, or basically just a cutout with a transparent background. So here we just have our blank screen, and I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Now you're going to get the picture that you want to cut out, so the picture of yourself. And you're going to go over here to the little butterfly, click on the butterfly, click Add Your Own, My Computer, and you're going to find the picture that you want. Now, it doesn't matter, or I guess for me, for example purposes, I guess I should have just found one, but I'll just grab one. I have a picture of my new coach here. So you're just going to pull up the photo that you want to crop, or not crop, you want to cut out, and then you're going to come over here to Eraser, click on Eraser. Now this is going to erase, and this is going to add back in what you just erased in case you mess up. This is going to make your eraser bigger or smaller. So if you're erasing a lot of stuff, let's say you're just like erasing this outside edge, you can make it really big. But then once you get closer, you want to make it smaller. And all you're going to do is come along and you're going to erase everything that you don't want. And then once you're getting, closer into the head, you want to come in. This is not a very good photo because it's just not very good quality, but that's okay. You just want to come in as close as you can. Make your eraser kind of small. And just cut out or erase all around the outside, so everything that you don't want. Okay, and then you're just going to go through the entire photo and do that. I'm not going to do it right now because that would take forever. But you're just going to go around and you're going to take out everything that you don't want until basically you just have a cutout of yourself. Then you're going to come over here to these little lines right here on the top. Click on Canvas Color and then click Transparent Canvas and Apply. So now everything that you just cut out is transparent. So you can save this, hit export, export to computer, and save however you want to name it, and save to your computer. So now you have this photo, ideally of yourself, saved onto your computer as a cutout or a PNG. Okay, I'm not going to save it because I don't want it. But okay, now that you do that, so any photos that you want to add on top of something else, you want to create ahead of time. So for instance, right now, if I go into my cover photo, I'll show you. I'm actually going to change it, but I haven't yet. So hold on one sec. Okay, so all of these little like photos and circles, I created those first. So same thing I just did right now with you guys, but I created each little circle. I cut this guy out, created this all separately within PicMonkey, and then saved those to my desktop. So then I could mess with them later, okay? So you can totally do that yourself. All right, now let's go back and let's actually create your cover photo. So we're gonna go out of here, because we don't need that anymore. Now go back up to design and go to blank canvas, and then you're gonna find where it says Facebook cover photo, right here. Oh no, that's an event, sorry, hold on, because it's gonna have the correct size. So click on that. Okay, so first thing, you have to think about how you want your layers to be. So you wanna, of course, start with the very first layer. So what is your very first background going to be? So like with this photo, I first started with these planks, which I just got off of Google. You can literally just Google anything and save the photo to your desktop and use it. So I just use this like distressed wood look, right? So that's gonna go very first. So let's come back here. And I've been kind of liking this sort of like unicorny vibe lately, like the unicorn colors. So I went on to Google and I just Googled like unicorn colors. And I'm gonna pull it up on here real quick. Okay. Now, it's obviously not, covering up the whole thing. So I'm just gonna turn it so it's sideways. And I'm gonna make it big enough to fit the entire thing, okay? Now, you can turn it around however you want, just as long as it fits. Okay, now if you wanna add that photo that you cut out on top, you're gonna go back, make sure you're, clicked on the little butterfly guy. And I don't personally like the stripes in here, so I would probably go back through and find one that didn't have the stripes, but for sake of time, I won't do that right now because you can do that. But just click on Add Your Own, My Computer, and then you're gonna find the one that you just, cut out and saved, okay? And you're gonna find that, click Open. And this is one that I had done before, so just an example for you guys of what it can look like. So now I want to make it a lot bigger because I want this to sort of be the focus. And you have to remember, anytime that you're creating something like this, most of the time people are looking at these images on their phone. So even though on your desktop or on your computer it looks really big, right? So you may be like tempted to make it really cluttered or fill it up with a lot of stuff because you can read it just fine on your computer. But remember, most people are looking at it on their phone and it's tiny. So that's another reason why I think that simple cover photos are working better now, because everybody's on their phone. Okay, so I'm even just gonna make that a little bit bigger. All right, so now maybe you wanna add some text or something, right? So you can come over here and they have all different like shapes and, graphics and sparkly stars and things that you can add. So say you want to add maybe a banner across that just talks a little bit about, what you're about. So click on geometric, and I like this rectangle because you can make it, like all different sizes. So maybe I'll just come over here, drag it across. And it's kind of cool how like the black matches the black, but it's a little bit dark. So come up here and click on color, and maybe I'll make it more of like a gray to kind of go with the vibe of the photo. White is too harsh, but that's good. but I don't want to totally just cut it like that. It looks kind of funny. So come up here to fade. And now your words are going to show up a little bit better, and you can still see the picture, okay? Now, why don't you add some words? Come over here onto text. And the very cool thing, if you did the branding test that we posted last week, you can go through there and see, what fonts that were recommended for you, and then use them if you like them. So I pulled mine up here. You can see, here are colors that are supposed to be with me. Here's, different fonts that are suggested for you, different words that can be helpful for you in using whatever kind of words that you want to come up with. And you can always buy fonts and upload them into PicMonkey if you totally fall in love with one. For instance, I have one that I absolutely love, and I actually purchased it, and it's going to be over here, and it's this one called Hello Beautiful. So, but it's very scripty, so I don't know that it would show up super well on people's phones. I would prefer to use one that's more simple and clean. So come back over here, and you're just going to add some text. So click Add Text. Simple, right? Again, I don't know why is it freezing on me. Should pop up the little window here. Let's see. There we go. Okay. And then you just add whatever you want to say. So maybe I'll say fit foodie, social media entrepreneur, mommy. Let's see, I'm just making this up. Well, I made this up earlier, but yeah, really quick before the call. And to inspire and empower others to live their best life. I don't know, just making it up. Say whatever you want to say. Okay, then I'm going to change it to white. So I'm just going to make sure it's all highlighted. And then up here, you can change it to whatever color that you want. If you have a color that you love and you know the code, you can put it in right here. And then obviously we need to make it fit on my little banner. So I'm just going to keep pulling it as far as I can. And then it looks like I need to make it smaller in order to fit on there. So I might want to choose a different font that is more up and down and close together. So maybe we'll come over here and see, how's that one? That one's better. See, I can get a lot more in here. Still, I would probably not use this many words because it's kind of hard to read, right? Maybe I just take all that out. So something like that, right? And I can kind of take forever playing around and making things just perfect, so I won't do that right now for the sake of time again. But you could totally just create something like this. This could be the cover photo for your like page. Put it up, and then if you want to have something made by Fiverr, you can totally do that. But get something up now, this week, so that you don't have this hold you back. And then again, all you're going to do is export, save, and upload it onto your like page. Don't worry about trying to make it perfect. Just get something up there so you can start testing your videos right away. So that is PicMonkey. I think I showed you pretty much everything in there. I will show you Canva really quick because Canva is also a really awesome photo editing tool. And they have a few more options than PicMonkey does as far as manipulating things. So if you go to canva.com, you're going to come over here and click more to find the Facebook cover photo. Let's see. Event cover. Okay. Click on that. And then they're going to give you tons of different layouts that you can use. Some of them you have to pay, that has a little money symbol for, but they have ones for free. So they'll say free, obviously. So you scroll through and you can look and find ones that you like, and know that all the pictures on there can be replaced with whatever you want. You're just kind of going for the vibe and the fonts that you like. So just kind of going through here, and then once you find one that you like maybe this one, just drag it over. Okay, now you can edit it however you want. So if you want to add your own stuff, come over here to uploads. And I already had this over here just so I could show you guys. You just drag it over. Oh, come on. What are you doing here? Okay, it's got a funny like filter on it. So maybe that one's not so good. Let's go back to the layouts. Okay, I'll try a different one. I kind of liked the one that had the little square over it, and that will show you how to edit elements. Okay, let's try that one instead. I'm just gonna replace it. Okay, come back here. I'm gonna bring this over. Same thing, we're gonna turn them. Make them bigger. Okay, now the cool thing you can do with Canva is see how obviously it's blocking everything out. You can tell it how to arrange things. So you don't have to worry as much about putting things in sequential order as you do on PicMonkey. Come up here to arrange and go back as many times as you want or forward so you can get it just how you want it to be. Okay, click out of there. So say you want to change this to a different color. You just click on it. Come up here, say I want to make it white, change all, so the font changes too, okay? So now you have this here, you can keep this, you know, if you like this font, you can keep it and just change what it says. Right, and foodie, how about that? Or you can delete like parts of it, like say I don't want that flag in there, just delete element. It's all its own thing, so you can delete just part of it if you want to just, then maybe you could put a little quote in here, like live to, or maybe just say like social media entrepreneur. Whoever else has problems spelling entrepreneur right. Okay, mommy, wifey, this is just an example, okay? You can move this whole thing around. You can change the fonts up here. You can change the size. But one cool thing that I like about Canva that you also can't do in PicMonkey is say I really like this wording, or I mean this font, but I needed it spaced further. You can go here to spacing and you can manipulate the font, which is super cool, right? And you can make it higher, lower, with the line height. So that's really handy, like if you have a font that you really like but you want to squish it. Okay, then if you want to add your image, you would click upload your own images here, or I have one here to show you just really quick. You can bring it in here, make him bigger. Da, 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 da. Okay. And again, if you want to arrange it, oh, where'd you go? There we go. That's weird. I don't know why it keeps disappearing on me. All right, well, you can come in and mess with it. I won't take up your time, but again, Canva is another awesome photo editing tool that you can use for free. So both Canva and PicMonkey are free. All right, let's go into iMovie and how to create and edit your photos and really what you are going for. So I hope you saw the example that I shared in the group about my winning ad that I have right now that I've been running. And don't worry, I'm going to get into like all the details of what a winning ad means and everything, but just know that you need to have your cover photo up and your 10 videos created. So next week, we're going through getting those up and testing. I just want to make sure that as many people are on board and like kind of in the same place and have their videos going. So I want to help you with creation really quick. So come into here and go into iMovie. And I literally shot this this morning when I was doing Shift Shop. So I wanted to show you guys. So just go to iMovie. And it's super easy, like literally just set up your phone. My tripod even broke the other day, so I had mine like rigged on top of, you know, a chair and a paint bucket and some weights and sat my phone in it. So you guys can totally make it work. And then I literally just hit play as I was doing each move. So it doesn't have to be fancy, you just want to get it done. iMovie sometimes takes a little bit to load. Come on. And iMovie is what I use. All right, so here you go. You're gonna come into here. As you can see, I've created a lot of videos, but just click Create New Movie. And sometimes it's a little bit slow, like I said in the beginning. All right, so you're gonna get this whole editing platform, okay? This is where we're gonna create. And these are my babies when they were tiny. All right, so it's gonna basically pull up every single video that you have on here under Photo Library. So you're just gonna drag it all the way down. And you're gonna find the videos that you want to edit. So for me, these are all the ones that I did today. And you're just gonna click and drag down. Okay. And you can totally shoot everything in one long shoot if you want and then edit it later. That's totally fine. I have it in a bunch of little clips because if I'm not doing an ad, if I'm just posting the video on Facebook, I like to be able to make it in a square because that shows up better in people's on people's phones. So I like to edit it on my phone then because you can make it square. You can't make it square in iMovie. I don't know why it's annoying, but you can do it with an app on your phone. So I like to shoot it, or I like to shoot it in little clips because it's easier to edit within the app. But if you're making these videos just for these ads, you can just shoot it in one long clip. It's totally fine. But everything that you want, you just click and drag, and I'll just show you like a couple so we can go through them, okay? All right. So next thing you want to do is you just want to take out everything that you don't want in your clip. So over here, once you get those two little arrows, just click and start dragging in. And basically what this is doing is erasing. As you can see, I'm getting my phone right. It's just erasing everything up to when I start. So you just go, okay, and then I start the move. So come back down, back it up until you want to start, okay? So that could be the start of your video. Then come back over here, same thing, grab the other side and go to where you want it to end. I think my phone fell down because I have a totally crazy tripod right now. Okay, so say you wanted to end it right there, totally fine. So this is what your video will look like. You can just see it by dragging over, or you can just click your space bar and it will play it. Okay, super easy, right? Try not to criticize yourself when you're doing these too, because you're like, oh, I forgot I can see my wrinkles or whatever. Blah, who cares? All right, so, especially when you get like the lovely butt walking away. All right, so same thing, like come through here, get the next clip, and you're just gonna go through and edit it, right? Stop right there, scroll over. Okay, so here I had done two moves in one. So say you want to just cut out a part of something in here. So if you did one long video clip, you'd want to cut out the transition parts, right? Because people don't really care about that. So just hover over until you get to where you want to end it. So say right there. And you're going to click R on your keypad, so just R, and hold it down and click right where you want to take out and then drag. And then, so I'm still holding R, still holding my mouse, clicking and dragging. And that's going to take everything out that I don't want. So say, just for example, I want it to end right here. Okay, so everything that's in yellow is going to be taken out, and then you just hit delete. So that's gone, okay? This is sort of nothing, I'm just gonna delete that as well, So same thing. So if it's within a clip, like you want to just cut out a part within the clip, you hit R, hold R down, click and drag, and then delete. All right. Now, say that we want to add songs, add music to our video. Click on this, and first thing you want to do is, sorry, it's flying here. First thing you want to do is take the background sound out, because you don't want to hear yourself like grunting and groaning and, you know, Chris yelling at you over the music. So click up here on this little symbol. I don't know why it's not coming up. Come on. There we go. It wasn't highlighted. And then over at 100%, just drag it to 0. And now there won't be any sound. Now, if you want to speed up your clip, you can click on this little speedometer looking guy. Come over here and you can click on fast, or you can slow it down. So now that clip is going to be fast if you look at it. So it's sped up, right? And that can be really handy, like I said, for getting a lot more clips in a short amount of time. All right, so now I showed you how to cut out parts, showed you how to take the background noise out, how to speed it up, how to slow it down. Now say we want to add a song. Okay, so go to audio, and again, you need to have royalty-free music. I recommend getting it from iTunes, and then it'll all just automatically load up into here. And then you can just click for royalty-free music, and it'll come up with everything that you have. If you want, you can play it, hear what it is, and then you can decide, you know, which one you want. Then, this fly is super annoying. Then you're just going to click and drag that audio clip down and over to the beginning, okay? I don't know, some reason it only took a part of it. Oh, that's weird. But you can just take whatever part you want and drag it down here, okay? And then if you click the beginning, hit play, now you have music, it's sped up, background noise is out, and it's edited where you want it to be, okay? Now you can add in transitions if you want. Come over here to transitions. There's all these different options that you can do. Choose whatever one you want, click it, drag it down, and drop it right into where you want between the clip. So then it's gonna look like this. Give you a fun little transition, right? Easy, okay. Now if you wanna add words over your video, you can go over here to titles, and these are all the different options. So it's where they're gonna appear, how they're gonna look, the fonts, all that good stuff. So all you would do is you want to make sure your cursor is where you're gonna put the title. So just click on it real quick. Say you wanna have this guy. Just click, drag, make sure it's lined up with where you want it to go, and then you can click. So say shift, or I wouldn't say that, I would say like full body circuit, okay? And then it's done. Oh, now let's just see how this looks. Sorry, this fly is crazy. Okay. So there you go. And then you can add all these different kinds of titles. So say you want to be able to say like what the name is. Maybe you choose this one, come down here, and you can say like chest press in bridge or something like that. Okay. So, did I save that? Yes, okay. This is what it would look like. Transition, and there it comes up. Okay. Now you can change how long the title lasts for, if you want it to be longer, how short it is, transitions. I think I have covered everything in here. And you just continue to edit the whole thing until it's exactly how you like it. And then you would click this little guy up here, click File, give him a name. I recommend doing high quality and compress faster, and then next and save, and then it's ready to go. Super easy, right guys? So I hope this helped you guys understand how to make a cover photo and videos a lot quicker. I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to unmute you guys and see if you have any questions. Let's see. Oh, just saw in the chat. Hey, thanks, Amanda. I never even noticed that. PicMonkey has layers at the bottom. Sweet. That must have been an upgrade. I never noticed. All right. Unmute everybody. Okay, does anybody have any questions about everything I just went over? Okay, no questions. Obviously, I crushed it. It was very clear. Do you have any questions about like the videos that you're creating, and like the kind of videos that you want to be creating this week to be ready for next week's testing? No? How's everybody doing? Do you have your 10 ready to go?
Negative. But this was helpful. But I don't know. It's just what if we don't have what if we don't have an Apple computer? What software do you think we should use?
I actually don't know the question to that because all I have is Apple. But most computers or laptops come with video editing software, so I would just go in and see whatever it has, and then just YouTube, you know, like I honestly don't even know what the names of the other ones are. I've had Apples for so long, but yeah.
Do you ever do it on your iPhone? Can you do all this stuff on your iPhone just the same?
You can, yes. Let's see. The app that I really like to use on my phone is called Video Shop.
Okay.
And it was I think it was maybe like $2 or something. But yes, you can do that. You would just then have to like send it to your computer to get it up for ads. And I'm not sure if the sizing is exactly right or not.
Okay.
That would be my only concern, is because if you don't have the sizing right, when you go to upload it to make it into an ad, if it's too small or too narrow, they'll give you the black bars on either side, and that just doesn't look very good. So
is the sizing that iMovie puts it out in already correct for ads?
Yeah.
Okay. I use iMovie on my phone all the time.
Okay.
Just so people know, but it doesn't have. I never have used it on my MacBook. So watching this was really helpful for me because I see that you have way more fonts and transition options than I do on the MacBook. But for my regular, when I just share from a workout, a random post, I use it all the time. So that's really helpful. I had a couple of questions on the music.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever use like regular music that people like listen to on the radio type of like actual music and buy it in a way that you can use a real song that people like?
No, because you're not allowed to use any music that's not free. And
I didn't know if there was some way to get around or whatever.
There's not. Facebook is really, really strict about it, and I've seen lots of accounts get flagged and even taken down. And you
they have that
really
15-second rule.
What?
They have that 15-second rule.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even mess with it because it's just not worth it. And even like having our workouts on in the background, that's caused some people to be flagged before. Or like background music they weren't even aware was playing. So
I got pulled off of a live video once with background music that my daughter was playing. So that I was going live for like 45 minutes and the whole thing turned out it was off. It really sucked.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know how they figure it out, but they are really on top of it. So I figure like it's better safe than sorry, and just take out all background audio and add something that you know is royalty free.
So you just Googled royalty free and just downloaded some albums that way?
I just went into iTunes and bought a couple songs for like $1 each.
Okay.
And then I just use like the same 3 on all my videos.
Okay. I bought an album a long time ago of like 50 royalty-free songs. I've never used it. So I just, I just was asking. And then the other thing was how are you picking what types of moves? Are you trying to pick that you're featuring in these videos? Are you trying to pick things that you think would appeal to your target market?
Yes, exactly.
Like mommy abs and stuff like that.
Totally. Yeah.
Okay.
So really kind of, yeah, exactly. What's your target market looking for? So if your mom, yeah, definitely ab moves. Like that's the video that did the best was an ab circuit. So people love circuits where it's more than just like, here's one move. They're like, well, that doesn't do much for me. If you can give them like, here's an awesome, 5 or 6 move muffin top burner or ab toner, or that's going to be a lot more appealing to them.
And do you have a recommended total length on these 10 videos?
Yeah, no more than 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
People's attention span, is like nothing. So.
Yeah. Awesome.
And like the shorter you can make each move, like honestly, if I'm going to make a video for an ad, I probably won't spend more than 5 seconds per move, just so that there's a lot of transitions in there, because again, people get bored. So if you show yourself doing the move 2 to 3 times, then move to the next move, because people need that like constant stuff is happening. Or if you're just sitting there squatting for a minute, they're gonna be like, oh, peace out.
And then one last question, sorry. Do you want us to already have these uploaded onto our like page as just regular posts before next week's call in order for you to help us with them? Or should we just have them as files on our computer?
Just as files on your computer, because we're actually going to be doing them as what we call dark posts. So they're not actually going to show up on your page. They're going to be going out to different audiences.
Perfect, because I didn't really want to blast my page with 5 or 10 different videos in the next like 4 days.
Yeah, totally.
I was like, and people are going to be like, why is this coming up as an ad? I've already seen this 10 times on your page. Okay.
Yeah, totally. You just want to have them created and saved to your computer so that you can go through as I'm showing you and set them up, because I think that'll just be a lot easier for you guys to learn if you're walking through it with me.
Okay, I lied. One more question. When we do this, are we going to be starting the ads next week then when we set them up with you?
Yes.
So can you tell me, so I can budget this in, how much I should have on standby kind of to be available, like minimum?
Yeah, it totally depends on you. And like there's so many variables in place. I suggest setting up each video at $3 a day. But how they perform is going to, vary and depend on whether you actually spend that entire $3. And you can do less than that. And if you want to, you could do $1 a day. And know that a lot of these will turn off pretty quickly. So,
yeah.
And I'm going to teach you, how to watch them closely, how to know which ones to turn off, which ones to keep. So obviously the more that you're spending, if you're spending $3 versus $1 a day, you're going to see quicker feedback on how your ads are performing. But that's up to you.
So like $50, 10 ads, get them going for a couple days and then see how they end up doing. That'd probably be fine for the starting.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm a planner. Got to plan ahead.
Yeah, no, this is great. I'm sure, this will be really helpful for people watching just to clarify all those those topics for sure.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much for doing this, by the way.
Yeah.
Very helpful.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm excited for next week when we actually get to dig in and start testing.
Yeah.
All right, we have less than a minute. Did anybody else have any questions? Okay, sweet. Well, yeah, like we said, next week we're going to start testing. So make sure you get those 10 videos created. Get your cover photo up so you're ready to rock next week. Have an awesome day, guys.